Right, I'm going to start calling these Liz's lazy ass, just woke up, still in bed videos. That's catchy, isn't it? What's the acronym for that? I know, what if you're going to write it down now? It's funny, isn't it? So, over there, Liz. I'm working from home today, so I can do this a bit later. I had a thought. I met one of the tribe yesterday in real life. Over there, Liz. And she is absolutely stunning. We met and it felt like we'd known each other all our lives. We had a little cry, we had a little hug, we had a little laugh, we had a little chat. We only met each other half an hour because that's all I had, because it was, well, it's probably the first lunch break I've taken since I've worked there, but... And we're going to meet up again, and that's a thing now. And a weird thing, well, I've got something really better than this to say, but I don't mean better, I mean I've got a revelation, so bear with. I just want to tell you about this funny little synchronicity. I've had a revelation, so stay tuned. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I got into work yesterday, and for some stupid reason I was just like really boring my colleagues to death about, oh, if I have face cream, I'll show you. If I have face cream, there's a big close up of my porky potato hand. If I have face cream, I've got to have rose. And if I have a cup of tea, I like to buy rose buds that have been dried, and oh, it smells. I don't like the taste of Turkish Delight, but I like the smell of it. And I was banging on about it, and they're just like, bloody, I'm boring them to death, but I just couldn't seem to shut my mouth up. So, I meet my new friend from the tribe. Guess what? She's given me some homemade rose water perfume. Goosebumps again. I know it only seems like a little thing, but it's like a deja vu. And I always think, I don't know what I think about that, to be honest. Anyway, that was brilliant. That's part one of this video. There's a part two, which is not better, but it's another, I think it's, what should we call it? Liz's Little Insights or something. I need a theme tune for it or something, don't I? So this is on the back of a conversation. I need a selfie stick because my arm's really aching. I used to have one and I lost it. Fascinating, isn't it? So on the back of a conversation I was having with my friend from the tribe yesterday in the coffee shop. We were saying, oh, she was like, oh, have you heard of, you know, that 201 thing that they did just before the pandemic, where they all got together and started saying, oh, what would happen if we had a pandemic? Oh, let's practice. And she said, oh, you know, they're doing another one. And I said, yeah, it's about food shortages, isn't it? And she said, no, it's about the grid going down, or so, you know, like power going down. And then I shut myself a little bit, and then we had a little chat about don't shit yourself, chill the fuck out. And, you know, anyway, so she said zebras aren't pissed off and worried all the time, are they? They're in the plains of Africa, the zebras, and they're just eating the grass or whatever it is, and then the lion comes along, and then they're like, oh fuck, we better go. They don't like spend the whole of their life. She's been a good analogy, but I'm doing it no justice. It's the same as usual. Zebras aren't like sitting around in a circle going, oh my fucking hell, what time's that lion coming today? And the other one's like, oh I saw him around the fucking corner. And the other one's like, no, that wasn't a lion, that was just the reindeers in Africa. So, you know, she's got a good point there. They don't just all go around going, oh, fucking hell, that lion, what time's he coming today? They're just like, oh, I'm going just to eat my grass, and then when he comes, I'll just fucking try and get away from him. She's got a bloody point when you think about it. So, anyway, so we got onto that subject, and then I was thinking, this morning, like I do when I wake up, I have a little think, and when I got time, I was up again last night. I can't seem to sleep at the moment. And I was like, okay, so if that happens, how are we going to keep in contact with each other? Because it's all digital, innit? So I thought, there's probably no point in even... I've started swapping mobile numbers with a few people. And then I was like, there's probably no point in that either, because they'll knock that down. You won't be able to do emails. You know, we could swap addresses, but if we're locked down, we wouldn't be able to go and see each other, etc., etc. And then I started thinking about landlines. And then my little brain goes off on its little tangents, doesn't it? And, you know, workplaces don't even have landlines, half of them anymore. It's all done on, like, you put your headphones on and it's all done through the computer. And a lot of people, me included, we turned our landline off because we were so sick of all the spam. Oh, do you want some Windows? Oh, PPR. You know what I mean? You're getting all that bullshit. And then I said to Mark, is landlines digital? He said, I don't bloody know. So I looked it up, and the first thing that came, I was typing in our landlines, and I got to DI for digital, and got to our landlines disappearing. So I'm like, what's this? And so I just clicked on that quickly, and there's this like thing, it's either 2025 or 2030, where landlines are going to be a thing of the past, and I'm like, why is that then? And is it because they're not digital, and it's a more difficult way to shut that down? I don't know. And then I started thinking, well, maybe that's why we all started getting the spam bullshit in the first place. Maybe that's why we started getting all those phone calls, for why they kept giving out our telephone numbers to everybody on landline, to the point where a lot of us got sick of it and just stuck to our mobiles and unplugged the landline. So I'm thinking maybe we should all go back to landlines while we still can. It's a bit like staying with cash while we still can, in a way. So, like Mark's loitering. Are you loitering? No, he's not. Are you loitering outside the door? I sound like a mentalist. I don't know what that is all about. So maybe we should, if we're gonna... Mark's like, you can't say that. They'll think you're data mining. I'm like, I don't care. They don't have to give me their landline. And you don't. And I can't even give you mine at the moment because we don't have one. It's not plugged in. But for people you do know, obviously you don't know me yet. When you get to know me, maybe we could do that. But the people you do know, maybe it'd be worth your while. And writing it down on bits of paper, because I've started doing that. I've got a list now of... I'm writing down people's bits and pieces. Most of it's digital, like email addresses and mobile numbers. I've got one person's landline. But maybe for the people you know, like your family, close family and that, you might want to start thinking about getting your landline up and get up together while we still can. And buy a generator. I'm going to buy a generator and get some petrol. I don't want to sound like a scary person, you know, like a doom person. Like my favourite thing in the world, the Swedish doomed potato. I don't want to seem like that. But even if they just did it for a day or 6, we'd still be a little bit at the head of the game, wouldn't we, if we could warm up our tin of beans or something. Landlines and generators. That's what I'm going to call this video. Bye, guys. Love you. And another one, is that why they now fill up phone boxes in Britain, I don't know if they add phone boxes anywhere else, with library books, which is good, and flowers, or they just took them down. We used to be able to have private conversations. I don't know if they can track that. Yeah, they probably could, but I'm sure it was a little bit more difficult to monitor maybe and get rid of when we were phone people on a telephone box. If you've got a business or a shop, why don't you start thinking about installing one of those little payphones again? Let's try and, for as much as we can, get back to analogue. I've been saying that for years, analogue over digital, and I meant that in the art world and the music world, because obviously it sounds different when it's digital, but you know what I'm saying? Well, we still can, because apparently there's a plan to obliterate these landlines. There's only one reason for that, isn't there? Because when they pull the plug, it was all fucking going down. Right, okay, bye.